So Yukari woke up not too long ago. Cairo's here just doing Cairo, running on the couch, watching Vivo at the moment. I look terrible. But last night we were watching House of Dragons. I think like it's like the 5th episode. So what happens every Monday is that my sister and her boyfriend come round, and we're all just having a little movie night. So I'm gonna clean up because there's like mess everywhere. There's like nachos on the floor. Yeah, I'm just gonna get the day going. This is how it goes when it's just me and the kids at home today. You wanna eat? Okay, we're gonna get breakfast now, yeah? Gonna make you some breakfast. Alright, so today's breakfast is going to be toast because yesterday it was a bank holiday. It was newly given because obviously the Queensgate funeral. So obviously I couldn't do my weekly shop. Every Sunday I do my shopping list. On Monday I usually go to do my shopping at either Tesco or Asda. Sometimes I like Asda but sometimes I don't, and then there's different stuff that I get at Tesco. So Cairo is a very picky eater nowadays. He likes to eat probably like a pear. I start off the day with like fruit. Yukari loves Weetabix, but I don't give that to him every single day. For myself, I'll probably have an apple and one toast with peanut butter. I obviously limit my breakfast options now and I try to eat very healthy, so that also includes eating brown breads, whole wheat pastas. That's like part of my diet now. The one thing with Cairo, because he's quite a picky eater, he'll examine the food in his hand before he'll actually eat it. Yeah, he'll have a feel of it, see what it is, have a little taste, and then if he likes it, he'll carry on eating it. But if not, then he will literally just throw it on the floor like he did with his pear. And Yuki loves his fruit in the morning as well, so he's alright. This is my breakfast. Just one slice of toast with an apple. It's a smooth peanut butter with no added salts or sugars either, so that will be my breakfast done. What I do in the morning, I wake up sometimes before the kids, or the kids wake me up. It depends how obviously they've slept through the night. Most of the time Cairo is very good at sleeping through the night because he's teething. He gets a bit moany when it's through the night. Yukari was always awake in the night, so it was very difficult to put him to sleep. Now that he turned 2, he has been sleeping through the night perfectly, especially the fact that we've managed to cure his eczema. It's not completely gone, but it's a lot better than it was when he was a baby. As you can see, he's talking a lot more now as well, isn't it? Every morning as well, I have to give Yukari his citrus? Every day I have to give him a dose of his antihistamine so he doesn't start scratching and then start becoming irritated when he starts crying, because his eyelids will go red, the back of his ears will go red, his skin will start itching. So I have to obviously give it to him every day. Cairo is completely fine, like he has no like allergies. Are you saying cheese? This boy. He loves taking my phone.
No.
Hello? Say hello. Where's Dada? Sorry about the mess. My sister slept round, so she had to leave early, so she didn't get the chance to actually tidy the couch. But I'll do that in a minute. At the moment, Jerice is out doing a shoot, so today I've got the kids. Yeah, we'll just probably go shopping, go to the park, and then... Hello. Yeah, so I'm just about to get the kids ready. First things first, we're going to go to the park because at this time it's quite empty and I'd rather go park. I'd rather go to the park first. Yeah, I'd rather go to the park first while it's empty and then do the shopping. When the park is empty, it's just so easy because obviously people are at school now. My kids can just run around without me having to run after Yukari when he's taken someone's ball or something like that. So I'd rather just go now, let them tire themselves out a bit, do the shopping, come back home. Yeah. Cairo hates being changed. Then I got to do Yukari. So I've actually got to take these guys down the stairs as well. So it's a good thing that Yukari can walk. A big 3-year-old I'm not carrying. Well, nearly 3. I think Cairo's a bit tired because he's been teething. So obviously he's been waking up through the night. He's trying to touch my eyelashes. Look, he's big now. He's nearly 2. Nearly 2, and he's such a mommy's boy. Like, he's so attached to me. Right, so here comes Yukari.
Slide.
I've got Cairo in the back. I'm just trying to like look at the camera. We're gonna go to the park. Do you wanna go to the slide?
Slide?
He loves doing things independently as well. So the other day I caught him using this whole bottle and like all the cream was just on his body. Look. Okay, put it on your face. And your arms.
With Yukari's eczema, I actually use this special medicine that I don't actually have right now, but I only use it when it gets bad, and it's nothing prescribed. It's nothing prescribed from the doctors, because what the doctor prescribed me for the past 2 years when his eczema was bad from a baby, it made it so worse, and it was steroid creams. And obviously, like, over time I've learned that steroid creams are the worst things that you can give your child when they have eczema. It's this Chinese medicine, which is an original herbal medicine that they specifically make. Not a lot of people know about it, but when we did do that, it helped so much. I realised that it only happens in the UK. When we're abroad on holiday, he doesn't itch, he doesn't sneeze, he doesn't have any hay fever, and it's so weird. Anyway, so what's new with us? Yukari starts nursery now, so obviously he did go nursery before. The nursery that we first put him in was very far, and at the time we couldn't carry on bringing him, so we stopped him at that nursery, and it was really good for his development because he was in early from about 1 year old. Then the second nursery we put him straight in after, a few months after. They were just red flags. I realised, like, they were very kind, don't get me wrong, but like, you know when you just get that gut feeling that that nursery isn't the right one for you. So Yukari, obviously not every child is going to be perfect. Every child is going to have their days, right? So there was a day where Yukari had a tantrum in the morning because he didn't want to leave. He was a bit stubborn to come into the nursery. At the time, his grandma was dropping him off. What they said to the grandma is that if he carries on behaving the way he is, they can't let him in the nursery. I understand, but apparently they're not supposed to say that, and that just put us right off. And there was just other things that we just didn't like about that nursery. It was small, there was no garden, the facilities weren't great. It just wasn't the right nursery for us. My situation currently, I'm currently at home, obviously tending to the kids. Jerice has a lot of businesses going on as well. I know he's basically grinding every day to try give us the best that he can. The plan is to get out of here and live a new life. So obviously I've got some home businesses running as well that I've started. I'm trying to not slack anymore. I've got like candles running, I've got prints, personalized items coming. I like to like run things myself, and I don't think I want to work for anyone now. That's not the plan. If you knew me before, you'd know I like have different jobs. So I worked at like JD, Nando's. For years I was working at cinema. Obviously this was the time I was in uni. Me and Jerice are working towards that, and obviously I have to let Jerice do what he's doing to achieve that. So when it comes to short trips, I just pack a small bag. I just put wipes, 2 nappies each, you never know, just in case. When they were babies, obviously I'd bring like spare clothes, but because I'm only going on a short journey, there's no point. I always bring as well Yukari's allergy medicine and EpiPen, because again, you never know what's going to happen. I carry his EpiPen everywhere where I go, even on short trips. If I was to go on a longer journey, then I'd have like a whole backpack with me with like their pajamas, spare clothes, because I never know what I'm gonna do if I'm gonna stay at my dad's. Cairo didn't really eat his breakfast, so I'm just gonna pack like some bread. And also when Cairo is tired, I always do him a bowl. So he's currently on oat milk, and then he just has that in the pushchair while we go for a stroll. Wait, stop. Give me your scooter. Okay, this is one thing I hate about where I live, is that I don't have a lift.
Hi.
Wait for me, no, don't run. And careful, Yukari, jeez. Are you okay? Gosh, not that fast. So usually the one thing I hate about living in my place is that there's no lift, and I live on the top floor, so every time I obviously do shopping or I go out, I have to leave my double pushchair, which doesn't even fit through the entrance. I have to leave it downstairs, and when I leave it downstairs, obviously it's a hassle because I don't know if I told you guys, but I'm actually pregnant. Yes, I've got my hands full and it is so hard, but as I said, like, I have to literally, oh, up we go, it's okay. Keeps falling on the scooter. So I have to like leave the pushchair down, I have to carry the kids down as well. Let me tell you, it's tiring. Baby will be here in basically 10 weeks. Well, that's my due date, 10 weeks, so it could be earlier. Tomorrow I've actually got my 31-week scan, so yes, I'm 30 weeks. And yes, I do know the gender. We actually had a reveal and we did it in Croatia. I'll be posting my Croatia vlog next, so if you guys want to watch that, you can find out the gender as well there. Obviously, if you do follow me on Instagram and any social media, you'll know the gender already, because I did a live on Instagram for the reveal. Yeah, we're just going to the park now. As you can see, I'm kind of out of breath because I'm talking, I'm walking. So this one just loves going out, but he loves sitting in the pushchair. He doesn't really like coming to the park for some reason. He just climbs back in the pushchair. Why aren't you riding your scooter? He loves coming out. The only problem with him is that he loves taking other children's stuff. He's got his own scooter, he'll take another kid's scooter. Or someone's ball, he'll take their ball. Right, so the park didn't actually last long because there was other children in there, and then the baby was trying to take Yukari's scooter. Yukari didn't want to share. Yukari started crying and doing his little tantrum, so obviously I said let's go get something to eat, and Yukari just came out. Thank God there was no screaming, no tantrums, no throwing himself on the floor. I was talking to another mum as well. She's got a child. He was playing with the other child. They were like so surprised when obviously they see I've got another one coming. And I'm chasing around 2 already, and then they were saying, oh my gosh, it's so hard to handle even 1, like how do you do it? And I'm just like, you know, you just work around it and then you get used to it. So obviously now with the 3rd one coming along, it's something I'm just gonna have to get used to. At the moment as well, we're preparing for the baby stuff. I need to prepare the room. I still need to my dad's making me a cupboard so I can fit all 3 children's clothes in there. Yukari, come! So obviously Yukari doesn't want to sit in the pushchair, so he's just crying now. Cairo is just very quiet anyway, so Cairo's always been a quiet baby. I can tell you now, Yukari's had lungs from day 1. Got my shopping list. I don't know what it is today, but I went to Aldi and it was just so packed. I was struggling to get through with a double pushchair. I'm on my way back home now because I'm a bit out of breath. I start to feel pressure and heaviness now as well on my lower stomach if I walk too much. Not to mention I still have to take all the shopping up. I didn't do a big shop because tomorrow Jarvis will be here and we can do our big shop then. So that includes the nappies, the wipe and stuff. Right now I just got the food that I can carry up the stairs with the kids. So I've got Yukari's scooter hanging. Got my shopping underneath, baby bag, and these 2. Yeah, so I'll let Yukari out a little bit as well. Cairo's eating a snack, so I think he's quite tired as well. He might fall asleep. Also, I've been diagnosed early during this pregnancy with gestational diabetes. I think that's how you say it. Yeah, so I have to prick my finger basically twice a day. I had to do the same thing with Yukari, but I was diagnosed late. But this one I was diagnosed early, so tomorrow I've got a meeting with my dietitian and midwife. Yes, that's obviously why I've had to be on a diet. Giving into the cravings is so hard, I'm not gonna lie, because I just crave chocolate. I forgot to take it after breakfast this morning, so I have to have lunch, do it, then after dinner again. So it's always an hour after each meal. I think it's always fair to obviously let them out the house as well. I'm obviously very tired and I'm always on my feet. I don't want to just stay indoors as well. So yeah, I'm just sitting in the park, letting them have a run around again. And then it's lunch and then nap time. And people are just leaving, so we've got the park to ourselves again. The whole pregnancy, it's been quite difficult only because I've had gestational diabetes. I think, depending on the growth of the baby tomorrow, because I've got a scan, and how my diet has actually been, depending on all of that, they will discuss the birth plan with me because I haven't got long left to go. I'm just hoping that everything's fine with the baby's kicking crazy. My birthday's next week. Jarvis's birthday is on the 27th, so literally in 7 days. But he will be doing business in Philippines, so he actually won't be here for about nearly 3 weeks. The business he's doing is actually, he works with hotels. He will be working with different hotels in different places of the Philippines. So yeah, basically collaborations upon collaborations. Over the past year, I think it's been, he actually went to Africa. He was on a tour for about a month or 2 months, basically, nearly 2 months. He was in Africa doing some filming for a client. One thing when Jarvis actually does go abroad, obviously with the kids, not to mention also their grandmother, so my mother-in-law, their grandma and Jarvis's mum basically,
She's leaving us. She's going back home to St. Vincent permanently on October the 5th. Doesn't mean she's not going to visit, but she is actually moving. Like, time has gone so quick. She's been obviously planning this for years, even before I had the children. She's actually getting ready to move in the next 2.5 weeks. So just after mine and Jerusa's birthday. Careful, careful, careful. Jesus. Obviously, Jerusa's mum has helped me so much throughout, even since Yukari was a baby. Oh, I just love her, but I'm going to miss her so much. There's definitely going to be times where we're going to be coming St. Vincent more regularly. It will be good for the kids as well to experience one of their countries. Isn't it, Yukari? He's such a big baby as well. Like, he's the oldest brother, but he's a big drama queen. Cairo and him are at the stage where they're starting to fight. Yukari starts crying. Cairo will just like hit you, bite you, smack you. Yeah, Yukari has been going through them terrible twos as well, so it has not been easy. But one thing about them, at nursery, Yukari is always looking for his brother Cairo. So when I pick him up, all his teachers are like, he's been saying, "Where's Cairo?" all day, and then when he does see Cairo at the end, when we go pick him up, it's like both just laughing at each other, like smiling, jumping in happiness. And they're just so excited to see each other at the end of the day. He had a big gap from nursery and got so attached to his brother. Careful! Yukari can get very protective of his brother, or they can just fight and just like, Jesus. He knows the way to my dad, and obviously him and my dad are like best friends. My dad spoils both of them, but Yukari just loves being with my dad. So he calls him Lolo, which means grandpa in Philippines. We're going home. So I live obviously down there, down that way, and then my dad is that way, so he like knows. He's so upset because we're going home, but my dad's obviously at work and no one's currently at my dad's, and we're on the go again. My friend literally lives right down the road from me, like literally across the road. Usually we'd meet up, go for lunch, probably somewhere around, and then probably take him to the park. So sometimes that helps as well, but at the moment she's sick, so I think this one's tired as well. He's definitely due a nap. Where are you going without your scooter? Go get your scooter. So I am back home. Whew, I'm kind of out of breath because first of all I had to take the shopping out the pushchair, then fold the pushchair, leave it downstairs. I was literally carrying the shopping, Yukari's scooter upstairs, and Cairo in my arms, so that tired me out. Like, I was out of breath literally after like 2 flights of stairs. But I'm home now. I'm gonna unpack the shopping. I've just put their lunch in quickly, and I am going to clean up because in here is a state. I'm also gonna have my lunch, then do my diabetes test, and then I'm going to relax because my legs are killing me. Yeah, so I couldn't do obviously a big shop because I can only take what I can carry up the stairs. So it's mainly fruits because the kids love their fruits. Yeah, I've just got the main stuff. Mints. I think tomorrow I'll do like pasta mince or something. As I said, I've had to change my diet. And when it comes to cooking as well, it's so hard because 1, I've got a picky partner. 2, Yukari, who is allergic to majority of stuff, so that includes fish, that includes nuts, sesame oils. I have his allergy test again coming up in February next year. The only thing with obviously having a picky partner and a son who's allergic to a lot of things, it's very hard to decide what to cook. So usually in the house I cook or make 3 meals a day. When it comes to dinner now, I get so stuck because it's like, okay, you probably can't have this. I'm just having a quick light lunch. I don't want my sugar levels to spike or anything. I'm having a whole wheat pita with some ham and butter. Very simple. And a slice of mango with my water. And the kids are having the same, and they are eating it. So I've only just managed to put Cairo to sleep. It's actually 5 o'clock, so it's not really a problem for me because Cairo still sleeps in the night. Usually Cairo would nap around 2. Got Yukari still fighting his sleep, but in a way sometimes it's good. I think he's just at the stage where he just won't sleep until evening, so he will probably go sleep at like 9 o'clock. But pretty much we've just been chilling. They had their lunch, they've been playing, messing up the living room again as usual. I did my blood test and my blood sugars was good after I ate the whole wheat pita and ham. But yeah, this is pretty much the day. Sometimes I'd read the books with them because Cairo's at the stage where he wants to do some sensory stuff, so he would feel the book and then like we'd go through some words. But Yukari also loves animals, so when it comes to animal books he will go through it and then point out the animals. Yeah, so Yukari will fully say animal names like yak, kangaroo, fox, squirrel. He knows all these animals. He started naming his body parts as well, so he knows head, shoulders, knees and toes. Not just because of the rhyming and the singing, but he can literally name his eyes, his ears, his mouth, his teeth, his feet, his toes. So I'm gonna let them nap. I'm gonna do some work and then I will catch you guys later. Today on the menu for dinner is egg fried rice and salt and pepper chicken. I'm just cutting up my veg right now, so I've got the garlics, the red and green pepper, and my salt and pepper chicken. I've seasoned it, and then I'm just gonna cut the onion. Oh guys, so for me this is literally how my day goes. Cairo is in the bath now. He's eaten his dinner. Yukari, he has nursery in the morning, so it's an early morning for us. And yeah, that is literally my day in the life. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I got a lot more. I'm gonna try be consistent. I'm not gonna promise anything because I am so tired and busy and it's just hard editing vlogs all the time. But anyway guys, that is us for the night and good night.